Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Xuan Kai and I'm a day trader from Singapore. So as you guys know, if you have been watching my videos, you know that I'm now on a $4,000 scalping challenge. And so far for Monday, I was able to come out green with 33 bucks. For Tuesday, I was red, unfortunately, for 35 bucks. And Wednesday wise, I came out green again for 37 bucks. So overall, I'm still green for the challenge, but it feels like I'm taking one step forward and then one step back again, not really making much progress. But hopefully we'll be able to see what we can do. I'm improving more on my executions, my entries and my exits, managing risk and moving my stop loss up quite well. So we'll see how it goes when I start to scale up to more contracts and I can hold my winners slightly longer and hopefully scale out of my trade, so that hopefully the risk to reward will be a little bit better. So going into the Wednesday's trades, what we want to see today, we want to look at the Nasdaq on the left side here. So Nasdaq wise, you can see it's just moving sideways, nothing too crazy. The pre-market highs is 13,728, pre-market lows 13,650. So for SPY wise, you can see it's also moving sideways. We want to look for the pre-market highs, which is the 420s, and the pre-market lows, which is 418. For Tesla wise, you can see there's not much action moving forward. You see it's just going upwards here, and then now it's starting to downtrend when the market is about to open. So big picture wise, there's not much news. It's still the same thing where investors feel much better after the Fed said that inflation is transitory. There's also economic reports that are coming out that are saying that the economy is recovering, and there's nothing really much that they are afraid of now, which is why you can see that in the last few days the market has been pumping upwards. Tesla wise, you can tell nothing much as well. It's downtrending coming to the market open, and there's not much news on Tesla. So then let's head into the live trades. So this is the very first trade that I took, which is the breakdown of the 602.5 level. So right here is where I'm looking to enter if it breaks down towards the 602.5. So I want to enter slightly around the 602.8 area on the bid side. So we're watching over here, looking at the tape. It still looks like it's pretty strong, 604-ish all showing on the tape. And then now it's starting to push downwards and push down very fast, very quickly. 602.8 I saw on the bids, I'm in. Okay, let's see what's going to happen. It's hesitating quite a bit over here. I see some orders for 602.5. Nice, 602.5 broken. 602.5. Oh, it's holding again. All the orders on the tape coming in is all above 602.5 as well. I see a lot of big orders all hitting the ask. Oh, reclaim 603. Now's the time where, oh, see, it reclaimed 603 on the bids, but then it suddenly dropped all of a sudden again. So we are waiting and see what's going to happen. Still hesitating quite a bit. The bulls and the bears are fighting it out. So who is going to win the level at 603? Looks like every time it pushes above 603, the bears push it down again, all the way down to 602-ish. But you can see big orders come in above 603 again. So whenever it hits above 603, that's where I am, I wouldn't say a little bit panicky, but I'll be a little bit I'll be prepared to sort of cut my losses. So now we're sitting a little bit of a bounce again. 603 is still the main level. We can see a little bit of buying all the way to, see, the bids are 603.12, 603.4. So I can see on the tape what's going to happen. Pushing up a little bit. So if I see 603.4 on the bids, I'm going to exit the trade. But I didn't see the bid step up, so I'm still okay with being the trade right now. Very, very close to stopping it out, but nothing happened yet. So 603.2s, can we break down below 603s? So 603.2s, all on the tape. So now you see on the tape, everything is above 603. Then now it broke 603 again. Can it potentially move down from here? 602.5 will be the next level that I am watching. Can it break the 602.5s? Right there, broke 602.5, broke 602 as well. This is where I move my stop loss down to 602.5, which is my break-even point. So 602s, can it break 601.5? That's where I will potentially look to take profits. So it broke down all the way to 601.65 on the bids. 601.6. I can see right now, you can see from the left side here, you can see that Tesla is actually quite overextended with 4 red candles down. This is where I should have taken some profit, but I didn't take profits because I didn't want to exit prematurely because my target wasn't hit yet, and because of that I actually forfeited quite a lot of profits here. But now my break even is 602.5. I don't want to see these contracts go back into the red. So the moment I see 602.4s on the bid, I'm going to exit. So 602.3s I see in the tape, 602.2s, 0.3s, all on the tape. Looks like it's going to bounce from here. 602.3s. I see 602.4s as well. It's holding the 602 level really strong. All the buyers are coming in, and this is where it pumped up, and this is where I exited. So for this one, I sort of break even, got a bit of a $9 gain. Nothing too crazy, but I could have done better for this trade. But nevertheless, it's a very good learning experience for this trade. So let's move on to the next trade that I took. 3529. So this is the next one for the breakdown again of 602s. So where I want to enter is when I see 602.3 hit the bids. So we're watching slowly. Can it come down to the 602s? So you have to be very careful around the trades, for the trades after it pulls back, because many times it looks like it's going to break down again, but then it's just a fake out. So you have to make sure that you're quick. So 602.5 I see on the bid. 602.3, this is where I entered, and then it looks like the moment I enter, it's going to bounce on me. So 602s are my entry, 603 is my stop loss. So if I see 602.9 on the bids, I'm going to get out. So 602.4 on the bid. So far everything is, all the orders on the tape is still above 602.5. So we're going to see how this works out. 602.4s, 0.5s. Yep, looks like it's going to bounce on me. Can it break down over here? Watching very closely. Oh, I see a lot of orders for 602.7s, 8s. Looks like it's going to bounce on me for this trade as well. Yep, so this is where I exited. Yeah, so for this trade, I think I exited pretty quickly for this trade. Yeah, so nothing too crazy for this trade. I exited this trade more because of SPY rather than 603s being the stop loss and hitting 603s. I saw that SPY broke above pre-market lows and it was holding. That's why I didn't sort of wait for my stop loss to get hit. I just exited prematurely because I know that if pre-market lows were holding for SPY is going to push up higher. Tesla is likely to follow, so my losses would be a lot bigger if I had adhered to my stop loss. Yeah, so next trade I took 102.58. Yep, so for this trade, it is the break of 613. You can see over here. So 614s are yesterday's high of the day. So here's where I entered for the break of 613. It broke above 613 momentarily, but then it looks like it's pulling back on me. Stop loss is 612. So it's coming down. 612.8. I see a lot on the tape, but yet the bids are not stepping up. The bids are slowly coming down. So 612.6 on the bid. Can it break the 613s? Doesn't look like it has power, and the bids are coming down all the way to 612.2s. If it hits 612.1, that's where I will get out. So now at least it's holding 612.5, or spoke too soon, it actually dropped on me so quickly. And then now it's around 612.1, and this is where I exited for small loss again. So up to this point, I've taken about 3 trades and I've lost about sort of minus $30 on the day. So 613 still look pretty good to me. If you can break 613, you likely break the yesterday's high, which is 614, which is a good and strong technical level. So I'm also seeing right now what's happening over here. It looks like 613 is going to break again. So I'll refer back to the chart a little bit, and it looks like I'm going to give it another chance if it can break 613 again. So 612.7, same thing is where I will exit, where I will enter on the ask side if I see 612.7 is being hit on the ask side. So now it looks like it's pulling back. Can it push up again? So this was the first time I actually tried something like this, where I exit the trade very quickly due to a fake out, and then the next candle pushes up again and I enter on the next candle again. This is something new that I haven't really tried out, but it just occurred to me yesterday and I just tried to do it. So this is where I entered 612.7s. I saw on the bids, can it break 613s? Looks like 613s is broken. I see on the tape, very nice. This is where I moved my stop loss up to 613s, and then it broke 614 very nicely, and this is where I exited for a nice trade. So for this trade, it's about 70 bucks. As you can tell, my wins are a lot bigger than my losses right now, so at least we see some progress. So after this, I actually ended the day right here, up $37 for the day. Green is green, can't complain about it. So nothing much we can do about it, as long as we keep our wins bigger than our losses. That way we can actually be consistently profitable. So now we go to the journaling part. Yeah, so like I said before, I took 4 trades today. 1 was break even, 2 were losses, and the very last one was a green trade. So grateful to be green overall. Yeah, so this was the very first trade that I wanted to take, but as you can see, for Tesla at the open, it was really choppy, and then I wanted to wait for clearer direction before entering. Yeah, and after Tesla pushed down, it had this small pullback and then it started to trend down again. I couldn't get filled at this level, so sadly that would have been a break even or maybe a small loss as well, but I couldn't get filled over there. Yeah. So yeah, the very first trade that I took was the one that was break even slash $9. Yeah, $9. So the entry was 602.5, stop loss was 603.5, and take profit was 601.5. So premiums I entered was 8.84, the exit was 8.95. So total win $9 after commissions. Yeah, so entry for this trade I think was good. The trade definitely took a while, about 2-3 minutes for it to happen. A lot of hesitation between the 602s and the 603 level, and a lot of strength actually in the stock, where Tesla was actually, a lot of buyers were coming in. Yeah, so honestly, the trade took longer than I took. The trade took longer than I thought, and I was actually thinking, should I lock in profits, because Tesla looked a bit overextended over here. See, I entered over here, but then by the time I exited, it was actually 4 red candles that pushed down very quickly already. So from around the 605 levels down to around 601.5. So a nice $3 to $4 move. It's honestly about time for Tesla to have a small pullback anyway. So perhaps in the future I can be a little bit more flexible, even though it didn't hit my target, but it comes close to my target. That's where I can possibly lock in profits as well, because it's not worth the in-trade risk to reward, because I'm risking a little bit for a lot of profit wasted over here. So I was actually, if you saw the tape, if you saw the recording properly, I was actually up $60 at one point in the trade, but then I only exited the trade with $9. So that's a little bit strange, a little bit concerning, but it was also a little bit of it wasn't that, how would you say it? It was a bit of a pity, because it almost broke the 0.5 mark, the 601.5 mark, but then it couldn't break the 601.5 mark, and it bounced from there. If it broke that, I would have been a very nice profit, maybe around $70 to $80 profit. Yeah, but it's okay, we didn't get that, so let's just move on from there. Yeah, so next time at least I see that it's overextended, I'm going to lock in some profits instead of being so stubborn and waiting for my take profit to be broken. Yeah, so then for the next trade that I took was the where I got faked out at 602, the entry was 602, stop loss 603, and take profit is 601. So total loss is $19 with commissions. And entry for this was actually very good. It was actually a very shaky trade as well. Oh, this was the trade that I exited prematurely, because I saw that SPY was holding the pre-market lows, and since SPY held on the pre-market lows and was going to push up, Tesla would likely push up as well, and I exited before I hit my stop loss, because I knew that Tesla was going to bounce as well. So overall, I think I forced this trade a little bit too much. Should have waited patiently for SPY's pre-market lows to break first before entering the trade. Yeah. So the very next trade was, the break of 613s. And the first one, of course, I got faked out. Entry 613, stop loss 612, and take profit will be the break of 614, yesterday's highs. Yeah, so total loss for this was -20 with commissions. So for this trade, I realized that the flag patterns that come too early, usually like you see it pulls back and then it comes by the third candle, pullback is 1, 2, 3, the third candle, it's very likely to be a fake out sometimes. So really have to be very careful when I take the early flag patterns. Yeah, and it broke past 613, but it pulled back really quickly, and I got stopped out. Exited when I hit the 612.1 on the bids. I exited without hesitation actually. So today wise, I think my entries and my exits were really on point. I was very good and decisive with it. Yeah. And after this trade, I saw that it still had the potential to break the 613 mark, so I was able to think very clear-mindedly and not revenge trade to earn back the losses. Yeah, so I was able to think objectively, and I tried to enter when it tried to push towards the 613 mark again. Yeah, so the premiums I got in was 7.14 and exit was 7.84, so total win about 68 bucks after commissions. Yeah, so when it moved from 613 to 613.7, I moved my stop loss up to break even, which is the 613 levels. And when it broke the 614 very cleanly, I took profits very quickly for a nice win. Able to lock in profits really quickly. Yeah, so things I did well today. I think I was able to keep myself calm and not chase trades. I cancelled my order when I couldn't get filled. I was able to be vigilant and be ready to stop out on trades that move against me, and overall able to cut out trades well and fast when things do not look good for me anymore, and good job in locking in profits. So basically my executions for entries and exits were good. Able to cut losses, able to lock in profits. Yeah, so things I wanted to improve on would be potentially the locking in profits when the move is overextended. That's one thing I learned today. And secondly, not to force trades when SPY or NQ is near the pre-market highs or lows. So improvements to be made. Nice to see that I was able to see that the move on the 1 minute time frame on Tesla was overextended for that one trade. So next time I would potentially lock in profits instead of being sort of stubborn that it is not at my profit target yet. Yeah, so if I had more than one contract, of course I would have chosen to lock in one contract. Yeah, but perhaps in the future I can lock in both contracts or at least one contract. Yeah, and definitely don't force trades when SPY or NQ is near the pre-market highs or the lows. And all in all, still a great day of trading. At least I ended up green for the week so far. Yeah, we don't know what's going to happen today or tomorrow. Yeah, so hopefully I'm able to work on my executions and locking in profits consistently, and hopefully we'll be able to come out of the challenge greener after this week. Yeah, but no promises. We're still going to focus on the process and not the profits and losses. Yeah, so if you watch all the way to the end, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, or subscribe to the channel, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.